All right, what is going on YouTube? As you guys can see, I don't usually do vlogs like this. I've done them in the past, like way when we started like the channel originally, but we got a very, very interesting text from our coach this morning, all right? So I'm gonna just show you guys the text and then we'll kind of explain and break it down for you guys and why I'm actually making this video. So if you guys can see this, if I can focus this. So I know you did baseline yesterday. Today is the regular day, 5 and 6 refeed diet, and then 5 guys on top of it tonight. So just to kind of give you guys some context here, for those of you guys who are wondering what my actual refeed diet looks like, I'm just gonna break it down for you guys. So I get refeeds on my day 5 and 6 of my plan, and those are usually days that I'm trying to drive more glycogen into the muscle that are more lacking muscle groups for me, like arms, back. We have it for legs as well. Leg isn't really a lacking muscle group, but it's one of those groups where when you are consistently hitting, like if I'm hitting legs twice a week, I'm gonna want some extra food in there because my body just burns through glycogen so fast. But anyway, just to break down this diet for you guys. So you see that number right there, 4,400 calories, okay? 4,400, almost 700 grams of carbs, 80 grams of fat, and 245 grams of protein. So, whoa, hold on. I'm not good at this vlog thing yet. It's been a minute. But basically, it's 4,400 calories, and I did some looking on ChatGPT of like how much a typical 5 guys order is. Right now, like I did 5 guys last night. My coach wanted me to get 2 double cheeseburgers and then a large fry. I looked up what that looked like on ChatGPT as far as calories go, and that was 3,300 calories. So 33 plus 4,400 calories. That's 7,700 calories. That's almost 8K calories. So we're basically doing an 8K calorie challenge on prep 8 weeks out for my first bodybuilding show. It's pretty wild. I'm gonna take you guys through this full day of eating. And we're gonna smash arms today. We got a couple guys hopefully coming down from the next town up, about an hour away from us. Just some buddies of ours. Hopefully they come down. We can kind of get some good gym footage and vlog footage there as well. And then we'll finish off the day. Hopefully maybe a post workout 5 guys. We'll see. I'll take you guys through the full day of eating. Like I said, it's gonna be pretty wild. I don't think I've ever even eaten this much food, like even in the off season before. So this is gonna be there's gonna be some probably tricks and tips and tricks I have to pull out, you know, to be able to get this many calories down, but it's gonna be a fun one for sure, guys. So stay tuned. All right, so I just want to break down what meal 1 was. All right, so basically 400 grams of rice, 84 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of banana, and then we got 32 grams of peanut butter. Of course, guys, if you aren't dipping your banana in peanut butter, what are you guys doing? Like, straight up do that because it's one of the, I can't explain it. You just have to try it. It's so good. All right, I just had to throw this back in the microwave, but I switched over to the other mics because I don't think that this shotgun mic on top of the camera is going to be doing a good job with this echo in here. But meal 1, like I said, meal 1, like I said, 400 grams of rice, 84 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of banana, and then 32 grams of peanut butter. So that brings the macros out to 45 grams or 46 grams of protein, 144 grams of carbs, 20 and a half grams of fat. I don't know what the exact calories are because my coach's plan doesn't have that, like the actual calories listed, but I'll do the math and I'll put them up here as well. I'm gonna just chow down on this because I gotta get ahead on meals. I'm already kind of behind. I somehow gotta get basically it's 6 meals today. So, and it's already almost 8:30 in the morning. So I gotta get going. But I'm gonna chow down this meal and I'll catch you guys in the next meal. I swear, like, you know how like some people like in their first show they want like all the sweets, all the cookies, and you see people like with boxes of crumble cookie behind stage, you know, just waiting for their competitor to come off stage. I don't want any of that. I don't want, you know, cookies, cheesecake, any of those sweets. I want like just simply a jar of peanut butter, like all natural peanut butter, where it's just like nuts and peanuts and like no other things, because that's like the best peanut butter out there. And then I want like buttloads of bananas, like straight up just and I'm gonna just start dipping them. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Like that's just gonna be my that's gonna be my food of choice for sure. It's just such a good combination. All right, so we got our meal number 2. I forgot half this meal. I realized I totally forgot the vegetables and the fruits, but I'm gonna go get these after I finish recording this. I gotta get on a consultation call here pretty soon, but this is going to be 400 grams of rice, same kind of deal before with the rice and the chicken. 400 grams of rice, I believe 84 grams of chicken breast, and then 14 grams of coconut oil. And I like to get the raw, unrefined coconut oil because that's like the best like stuff. It's just the most like flavorful, adds everything to your meals. So especially like if you have like high volumes of food in your off season with lots of rice, and it's just hard to get down the rice, like coconut oil is one of the best ways to add some extra calories and to add some extra flavor and just dense, like just moistness to your food. So you're not like just chowing down on dry rice, you know what I mean? So of course we're salting all of our meals with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to keep it consistent throughout the day, and to add more flavor. So I'm gonna go get the next part of the meal, which is my fruits and vegetables. I got carrots, so 100 grams of carrots, and I got 130 grams of raspberries. I'm gonna switch that out for pineapple this meal, and I'm gonna have the raspberries in my post-workout meal. So I'm gonna do 150 grams of pineapple and 100 grams of carrots. So around this kind of adds up to be around 40 grams of protein, around 140 grams of carbs, and then another 20 grams of fat. So I'll add the macros up for the calories as well, and I'll put them up here. But I'm gonna chow this down, and I will see you guys for the next meal. All right, so man, my phone is getting blown up. Jeez. Oh my gosh. So I forgot to film my last meal because I'm an idiot and I was just tired because all the carbs I've been eating. That's actually not an excuse. But we basically had our pre-workout meal, and that was 35 grams of whey isolate, which honestly I actually kind of substitute the whey isolate out. What I'll do is I'll take, because I have more whey isolate on my refeed plan in my post-workout meal, I'll split the two up. And so that way, like, because I do it because I enjoy it better, like, and I need more actual volume in the shake that I make to pour into my protein cereal, which if you guys don't already know and you aren't following me on Instagram, I have posted my full day of eatings on there, and my pre-workout meal is always like a protein cereal, and it's the best thing ever. I do Rice Krispies with some sort of like chocolate peanut butter protein from Nutristat. You can get that on Nutristat.com. Code WILL10 to save you guys a little bit of money on that protein, but it is the best protein out there. It is the pure native isolate protein, and it's the chocolate peanut butter cup flavor. It's, dude, I don't think I've ever tried a flavor of protein that is like actually ever came close to that level of like how good the flavor tastes. As well as like the digestibility. Like they do a lot of work in like their actual formulations of their protein. And like their pure native is one of their highest quality like hydrolyzed isolate proteins. So definitely check that out, and I'll put the website down below. You guys can use code WILL10 to save you guys a little bit of money on their products as well. But yeah, like I was saying, I have that in there. I just do basically, I split it 50 and 50. So I do literally 50 grams of pure native whey isolate, and I do the Rice Krispie cereal. I have 32 grams of peanut butter in there, and then 100 grams of raspberries. So I'll even show you. I actually pulled this photo up because I don't have any videos of me actually eating it, but 160 grams of Rice Krispie cereal is a lot. I basically do 160 grams on this day, and it's so much so that I have to put it in like a different bowl because I don't have any separate bowls that actually fit it. So I have to put it in this rice cooker bowl, if I can get this to focus. Yeah, but basically that has to fit in there. So I'm eating basically out of like it's like a trough for like the cow, what like cows eat out of, basically. No, I'm just joking. It's basically a rice cooker pot that I just put there in there because I can't fit enough Rice Krispies. This is straight up bulking problems. And the thing is, like, we're not even bulking. It's just like bulking cutting problems. It's weird. I've never been, like, again, like I said, this is kind of the craziest thing I've ever done, like probably food wise, you know, as of recently, of eating close to 8,000 calories in a single day. But anyway, regardless, that was our pre-workout meal. I believe the total macros are, let me check here, anywhere from 45 to 50 grams of protein, I believe. Just because it's 45 on here, but obviously I told you before, I just put in more protein for my post-workout meal. So about 50 grams of protein, 70-ish grams of carbs, and then 17 grams of fat. So pretty hefty carb heavy meal, but it's been close to an hour now since eating it. So I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym here, and we're gonna crush some arms. What day is it today, Tristan?
It's a day to level up. That's what it is. Today's a day where you kill all your prisoners, leave no survivors, and just go.
Dude, that's because I've been in my head forever.
What you wanna do, baby? Where you wanna go? I'll take you to the mall, baby. I'll take you to the floor. I'll treat you like a real lady, no matter where you go. Just give me some time, baby, 'cause you know, even when we're apart, I know my heart is still with you. 5 more hours till the night is ours, and with you. This right here is my type of body. 5 more hours, we just getting started. This right here is my type of body. 5 more hours, we just getting started. How you wanna feel, baby? What you wanna know? Just pour another drink, baby. Come on, pour a little more. I'll treat you like a real lady. I'll keep you at the cold. I'll give you one more time, baby. You know, even when we're apart, you know my heart is still with you. 5 more hours till the night is ours, yeah.
All right, so hopefully this can see me all right. Let's see. Can you get me? Oh, this is gonna be too low. All right, there we go. So, post-workout, I'm gonna be meeting up with some guys tonight in the next probably 30 minutes or so to go get some Five Guys. Still not in frame, or whatever. But let's start post-workout meal. So, just for time's sake, I don't really, like sometimes when I heat up so much cream rice, it clumps up and it takes forever to stir in. So I just basically reduce the cream of rice and added in the extra remaining carbs with honey. So basically what this is 100 grams of cream of rice, 130 grams of raspberries, a little bit of cinnamon on top, and 35 grams of honey. And then, of course, the second half of our protein is our, I can't even think right now. It's our Pure Native isolate chocolate peanut butter cup protein powder. And this is 50 grams of that in there as well. I mixed in some ice and some water. And then we're going to get this down. And then hopefully my buddies will call me in a little bit and we'll go to Five Guys and pick up some goodies. So I'm going to get this down. And I think, like I said before, I don't really know the macros on this one just because I'm substituting. I believe it's going to be the same because I'm an idiot. It's going to be the same. It should be 59 grams of protein, or it's actually going to be more like 50 grams of protein because we halved each one of them. So 50 grams of protein, 135 grams of carbs, and then only 2 grams of fat. Obviously, we want this to digest quick, so no fats in this meal. All right, so we're here at Five Guys. We had basically, I already finished one of the double burgers I got, but 2 double burgers, large fry. Again, this is probably the biggest portion of the calories for the day. This is meal number 5. I still have one more meal to go at home that I'll eat later, but right around 3,000-ish calories, 3,300 calories for 2 of these burgers and large fry. We're gonna get it down. We're gonna talk with the boys, just hang out, and cortisol is at an all-time low for sure. I'll see you guys in the next meal.
All right. It's 11 o'clock. It's the last meal of the day. I'm ready to hit the hay. I'm getting pretty tired here. I don't usually eat this late, but again, that burger, I wish I would have put that as my last meal because it took a long while to digest and it's still digesting, but I gotta just get this last meal in. Again, pretty wild. We're hitting 8K calories today, but I'm gonna just kind of get this down. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. So obviously it's a little, let's see if I can adjust this. So this chair is squeaky. All right, I hope this can see me. But basically, my last meal usually is not exactly like this. I just kind of wanted to make shift. I didn't have carrots, and so I had to swap out my main fiber source, my fruit or vegetable source. So I swapped that out for raspberries, and then I didn't really feel like cooking up any eggs right now, and I'm really not wanting to eat any more. Like, I guess, like eggs. I'm just not craving eggs right now. Like, I feel like I'd throw it up if I ate eggs. So instead of having fat from the eggs, I just put in some peanut butter with these raspberries. So I did frozen raspberries and some peanut butter. And obviously, like, I did macro match all this stuff, so it's exactly according to how the plan should be. So I'll read out the macros for you guys after I kind of explain what else I have. So I have 140 grams of 97.3 lean ground turkey. We'll put my own homemade taco seasoning on it. If you guys, I'll leave a link in the description for that taco seasoning. It's so good. It's my homemade taco seasoning. It's a lot better than the stores made. But after that, we've got 400 grams of red potatoes. And I put these in the air fryer, so I'm just going to use them and dip them in ketchup as if they're fries. Am I really craving that? Not a whole lot, but it's going to be a lot easier to get down than just trying to like eat 400 grams of potatoes with no seasoning or no ketchup. So I'm going to do that. But I'll read out the macros for you guys. Protein, we got 51 grams of protein, 88 grams of carbs, and around 22 grams of fat, with 10.5 grams of fiber in this meal too. So this will help me have good digestion in the morning for my first bowel movements of the morning. But anyway, I'm gonna kind of show you guys. I think I told you guys this morning, but I looked through ChatGPT, and I think it was 3,300 calories basically for the burger Five Guys meal that we ate. I believe it was 3,300 calories. Let me just look back here. So between 22 and 2,300 calories. Let me see how much the macros are. All right, so total macros to that was 115 grams of protein, 210 grams of carbs, 185 grams of fat. That's insane. That's a lot of fat. So I'm gonna just add this to what I had in my contest prep refeed. So if we add those together, we will get, all right, so grand total of that being 7,700 calories, 360 grams of protein, 885 grams of carbs,
and 265 grams of fat for the entire day. So as you guys can kind of tell, this was a very majority fat focused refeed. And I kind of talked to my coach about it today, but obviously like we've done these in the past, and you know, people might talk about, you know, oh, burger and fries is the worst thing to refeed your body, blah, 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 like don't do this and that. Eating junk food's horrible to do on prep. And, you know, some people might be right in that answer, but, you know, it really comes down to the way the body responds, guys. You know, my body responds really well to high sodium and high fat meals for my free meals. And it always has. Like every time I've tested a double burger and fries as my kind of my free meal in the off season, or in mini cuts that I've done in the past, or even this prep, like I've done this refeed, specific refeed, like more than once, like ever, obviously. And then I've already done this in this prep so far. So we have like data on how my body's responding to this, and it's worked every single time. I get really, really full. I start to get vascular, as you guys kind of saw in some of the videos today. And I hold that fullness for a lot longer than as opposed if I were to just fill up on just carbs. Because we've tried the carb refeeds, and you know, we basically did 9 days of refeeding on like 700 grams of carbs straight. Basically, I got to like 220 pounds from like 206, and going back to digging again, which I say digging, I really haven't gone that low in calories. But anyway, when I went back to digging, 2 days into digging, I was down 8 pounds already. So the fact that happened, it's like my body's not holding on to the fullness. And so that's when you can kind of implement a fat refeed, because there's actually intermuscular triglycerides where your muscle actually holds a little bit of fat, and it slows down the essentially it helps in bro science, it helps the carbs stick, so that way you're not just burning through glycogen and getting really, really flat fast. Which obviously there's times to be flat in prep, and there's times to be full, and you know, this is one of those times where we're trying to keep my body full so that way I can boost performance. We're not trying to lose performance right now. We're trying to, you know, maintain, if not gain, even some more muscle in this prep, because we have the ability to do so. I'm ahead, right? If you're behind, you shouldn't be trying to do this. Like what I mean is like behind in contest prep. So, you know, that's the thing, is like you can kind of pull more, you know, have more kind of fun essentially, and test more things out when you're ahead in prep. Obviously, it's not always the best thing to do if you're like brand new to prepping. If you don't have, you know, a prep coach and you're trying to prep yourself, it makes it a lot harder. In fact, if you are prepping for the first time, you don't have a coach, you probably should have a coach. You know, AKA get a coach, because you know, I wouldn't be able to do this by myself without my coach, and people hire me to do the same thing for them. So you know, if you guys are looking for a coach, whether it be off-season, contest prep, I do offer coaching services. You can book the one-on-one call down below if you guys want to do that. But what I'm saying is just like, no matter what it is, it doesn't even have to be me. Like, get a coach, whether you're in the off-season or in prep, especially if you're in prep. And I would say even if you're in off-season and you're trying to become the best bodybuilder you can, because this physique that I've achieved, this amount of progress I've achieved, is not just on my own, not just by me, you know, messing around the off season, eating whatever I want, you know, and just thinking I'm going to gain muscle by taking steroids. Like, it's not how it works. You have to have a structured plan. You have to be constantly improving in not just the area of physique development, but your mindset as well in all areas of life, right? And that's what I teach within my, you know, to all my athletes that watch either these videos or all my athletes that I coach myself. So, like I said, get a coach. You know, work with them in the off season and in prep, and it's going to turn out a lot better for you. I promise. You're going to get a lot more results. But that's enough of me ranting about that. I'm going to get this meal in. I'm getting really tired. I want to just go to sleep, so I'm going to try to get this in. I will get this in. That's what's going to happen, and I will probably end it off there, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching. This is, again, like, this was kind of on a whim. I didn't really have this planned, but I kind of was like, man, I figured you guys would be kind of, you know, excited to watch me do a full day of evening. I've never done one of these on this channel before. So it's my first time doing it. If you guys enjoy this video, drop a like, drop a comment. You know, let me know. Do you guys want to see more of these videos, or do you guys, you know, or do you guys want me to go back to just the gym vlogs? We can do, you know, we can do a mixture of both, or just go back to the gym vlogs. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. So, with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. If I can leave you guys with something, just train as hard as you possibly can, guys, and put your all into everything you do, whether it be, you know, bodybuilding, whether it be, you know, something you're trying to achieve into in life. I'm not trying to be like motivational or inspirational right now. I don't have a lot of that right now left in my brain, but I'm just saying, like, I promise you, like, whatever you're working towards, it's gonna happen if you're putting 110% effort in each and every single day, not letting days slip. And if they do slip, like, getting back on track as soon as you possibly can, because momentum builds. That's what I'll leave you guys with. Yeah, that's what I'll leave you guys with. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.